like I said, you know, the focus this weekend is the Shuai Jiao for fighting, for free fighting, sanshou. But that doesn't mean that in the street you're not going to have a jacket. So what we're going to talk about is gripping, and also just in general, we use the gripping for unbalancing. Every chain has a weak link. The weak link when you grab somebody is your thumb. In other words, if he grabs you, if I pull against this, pull, right? I'm not going anywhere. Even the four fingers are very strong, and I'm definitely not going to go through the hand, right? But if I put my thumb where the thumb is, I'm going to come out and grab the other guy. Right? Once I do this again, he's super strong. Okay? I can't get out of this. Right? But you're holding strong, right? That's the weak link. So, you see stuff like in judo or jujitsu stuff where they put the thumb in and they grab, you know, they put the thumb in and they grab. That's not going to get it. Just like these top grips and stuff. People show you stuff. It's tradition, but really, the most functional grip, you can do same side, but what happens is I put the thumb in only to get the grip, but then what I do is I roll the correct angle here, the finger. So if you notice here, right, pull away from me. I'm not even using the thumb, right? In jiu-jitsu too, like I tell you, sometimes they do locks and they tell you don't use your thumb. Because again, if you get your thumb involved, it can also be injured. So this is a good one. Reaching across is better because you're immediately there. In other words, here I have to go 1, 2. Here, 1, I have it. Now I have the sleeve, obviously. Can't really I sort of come across for the sleeve, but not as much. Most of the time the sleeve is the same side, same side, same side, same side, cross, cross. Bring this home. So, grab somebody, literally, and pull. So, you have gripping, unbalancing. There's 3 or 4 different ways we unbalance, or more. But let's talk about, this is called chin. It's like dragging, right? So it's not just pulling, it's diagonal. 3 different ways to do this. So I was like, we're in a fighting stance. Like grip. Step back. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. I'm sorry because I took you out the camera. Right. Again, I'm not doing this. This is ballroom dancing, right? Notice how I drop my elbow and 1, 2. Okay? Now, you can also do it with a hop. If you ever watched, just a month ago, if you ever went down to Chinatown and watched the line dance, a hop, right? People go, why do you do line dancing? Well, I mean, there's a couple of reasons to do it. But one is because the footwork is the same. A lot of the footwork is the same. For example, also with the line, the dragon head, the line head. So you see me do this crossing, crossing, crossing. And that's the third one. We call it 3 steps, right? Which is I cross, I step out, and I turn. So this one I do when I have like 2 grips. Like judo style, Shuai Jiao style, usually 2 on the same side, right? But what happens is I cross, I step out and turn, right? And it's more of a surprise than anything else. So in other words, I have you here, and I go 1, 2, 3, spin. Okay? So, 3 steps back, 1, 2, 3, pull it up, and cross, step out, and turn. 3 different ways to get unbalanced. Yeah? So there is, like Muay back stepping, which we use when we do turning throws. There's also cross stepping. Cover stepping is what they call it, actually. Cover stepping. So for example, I had this first grip, right? Now like this. That's the one I was showing you then. You step out and turn, right? Now, you can set that up into a stealing step or a turning step, because when I go here, here, and turn, I can come in with it, right? But then there's also like the idea that, you know, this cover stepping is actually when you do it double. And so for me, I usually like to do it this way, which is 1, 2, and turn. Right? Right? But I mean, obviously I can go 1, 2, and then turn. Again, I'm not used to that side. I usually do it this way. 1, 2, and turn. These are all just different patterns to enter and unbalance. And the reason there's so many is that you only have one in the standard one. You know, people are used to the standard one, which is you step out and you turn. Everybody's used to seeing that one. So, you know, especially if you're competing at a high level, international Shuai Jiao or international judo or sambo or something like that, that basic entry, everybody knows, and everybody knows 10,000 counters to it. So then you have to mix it up. So the other thing I want to work on, like I said, is usually in Shuai Jiao we get one side or the other, is start working your angles, right? I talk about how north and south is like caveman fighting. The techniques that are higher level and more effective are when you're going to like the angles. So I tell people, like, if that's north, we have northeast and northwest, you can start taking it this way. It's also, like I say a lot of times, like standing on the foot of a V, meaning I can step this way, and I can step this way, right? It's like a V. Not that you see that in anything else, never, right? So, if I go over here, again, I'm still getting that dragging idea. As I step, I'm not pushing him because he's just gonna walk, right? Just walk, exactly. What I'm trying to do as I step is drag. Thanks for pulling for me. Right? I get a good grip. Doesn't matter which one I get. If I go over here, it's the same thing. Now, I'm unbalancing. Whether if he doesn't fall, then I follow up. You know, for example, if I get in here, he's a little off balance, but not falling, but then I get behind him to throw. I don't want to get to the throws yet. I just want to do the one step. So in other words, one step drag, one step drag, one step drag, one step drag. Okay?